Welcome, friends. Today we are gathered together for a very special and joyous occasion, and that is to witness and bless the joining of Ron and Leanne in marriage. Marriage is a beautiful relationship between two people, and it's founded on love. A poet once put it this way: suddenly there's no more mystery. It seems like you're the other half of me. Our two hearts beat as one, and we've only just begun. Ron, if I could ask you to take your bride's bouquet and just carefully place it on the rock, and then I'll have the two of you join both of each other's hands. And I asked you to join hands as a symbol of the union that you're making here this afternoon. And I want you to think about the hands that you're holding, because these are the hands of your very best friend holding your hands on your wedding day, promising to love you and work with you as you build your future together. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need strength, tenderness when you need tenderness, and love when you need love. These are the hands that will also hold all of whom you love. And these are the hands that through your lifetime together will wipe tears of sorrow from your eyes, but hopefully many, many more tears of joy. And these are the hands that years from now will still be searching for your hands, still seeking the love, encouragement, and support that each of you will give to one another. All of these things have brought you all the way to Valley of Fire, to the beautiful Rainbow Vista, all ready to say your marriage vows to one another. And it's important to understand that these vows cannot be made lightly. And Ron and Leanne, I'm sure the two of you realize this. These vows need to be made with a great deal of consideration and respect. With that thought in mind, Ron, I have a question for you. Do you take Leanne to be your wife, to live together in marriage, to love her, comfort her, honor, and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful only to her as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Then please repeat after me. I, Ron, take you, Leanne, to be my wife.
I, Ron, take you, Leanne, to be my wife.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
I promise to be your true and loyal husband.
I promise to be your true and loyal husband.
And to love and honor you always.
And to love and honor you always.
I do this because
I do this because
I love you today.
I love you today.
I will love you tomorrow.
I will love you tomorrow.
And I will love you forever.
And I will love you forever.
Leanne, are you ready to say your marriage vows? Then I also have a question for you. Do you take Ron to be your husband, to live together in marriage, to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful only to him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Then please repeat after me. I, Leanne, take you, Ron, to be my husband.
I, Leanne, take you, Ron, to be my husband.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
I promise to be your true and loyal wife.
I promise to be your true and loyal wife.
And to love and honor you always.
And to love and honor you always.
I do this because
I do this because
I love you today.
I love you today.
I will love you tomorrow.
I will love you tomorrow.
And I will love you forever.
And I will love you forever.
And now, Ron and Leanne, because we're in this very special place that has stood the test of time, just like your marriage will stand the test of time, I'd like to do an Apache wedding blessing for you. Now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be shelter for the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth for the other. Now you are two persons, but there is only one life before you. Go now to your dwelling place to enter into the days of your life together, and may your days be good and long upon the earth. Treat yourselves and each other with respect, and remind yourselves often of what brought you together. Give the highest priority to the tenderness, gentleness, and kindness that your connection deserves. And when difficulty, frustration, and fear assail your relationship, as they threaten all relationships at one time or another, remember to focus on what is right between you, not just the part that seems wrong. And in this way, you'll be able to ride out the storms even when the clouds hide the face of the sun in your lives, remembering that even if you lose sight of it for a moment, the sun is still there. And if each of you takes responsibility for the quality of your life together, it will be marked by abundance and delight. And now, Ron and Leanne, if you can each carefully hold one another's wedding ring for a moment, we'll talk about the wedding rings. And throughout time, the wedding ring has been a symbol of unending love because, like time, your rings have no beginning and no end. They're the emblem of eternity. They're also made of metals that are least likely to tarnish. These things symbolize the pledges that you just finished making to one another here this afternoon. But above all else, your wedding rings will now be an outward and visible sign signifying to all the uniting of this man and this woman in marriage. Ron, please place Leanne's ring on her finger. Hold it there and repeat after me. Leanne, I give you this ring
Leanne, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
and as a reminder
and as a reminder
that I have chosen you
that I have chosen you
to be the one
to be the one
to share my life.
to share my life.
You can slide it all the way on. Perfect. Leanne, go ahead and place Ron's ring on his finger. Hold it there and repeat after me. Ron, I give you this ring
Ron, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
and as a reminder
and as a reminder
that I have chosen you
that I have chosen you
to be the one
to be the one
to share my life.
to share.
You can slide it all the way on. Perfect. Ron, I'll have you give your bride her bouquet back, and then I'll have the two of you face me the way we started. Ron and Leanne, in just a moment, I'm going to pronounce you husband and wife. Before I do that, I'd like to say a couple very brief things about marriage. They may be brief, but they're good things to keep in mind. Marriage is being in love for the rest of your life. It's love walking arm in arm with your very best friend. It's thinking of new things to do together. It's laughing about the silly things in life with care and tenderness. It's trusting each other even though from time to time the two of you may be very far apart. It's the realization there's no one else in the world you'd rather be with, certainly no one else you'd rather be married to. It's growing old together, but most of all, marriage is being in love for the rest of your life. Ron and Leanne, you've said your marriage vows to one another, witnessed by your friends here today. You've sealed those vows with the giving and the receiving of the wedding rings, so now it's my very great honor to pronounce you husband and wife, and Ron, you may kiss your beautiful bride. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, they get one more kiss. I'd like to introduce for the very first time, as a married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Ron and Leanne Lewis. Congratulations. They have done it.